Whew. Should we? This is crazy. I ain't French, but this is a crazy story, y'all. So look, I don't know what happened in this video, but some federal agents were surprised of what just happened. But only thing I heard was it was a 93-year-old man trying to get a divorce. Yeah, you too old to be out here playing. Hey, hit the like and subscribe button.
911, tell me exactly what happened.
93 years old.
On this person, I need an ambulance and the police.
Okay, what's going on with them?
I don't know what happened. It's a long driveway. They're in my driveway.
What is he doing?
He's now walking around outside the car, and there's blood everywhere.
On September 2nd, 2025, in Pekin, Illinois, officers were dispatched to a multi-million-dollar lakefront property at the end of a long wooded driveway. The caller reported a disturbing scene: a 93-year-old man covered in blood beside a vehicle on the property. When officers arrived, they found the elderly man waiting for them, and the truth behind what happened would prove far more unsettling than anyone could have expected.
Hi, I'm Austin Melton. Just so you know, I got a body cam. What's going on?
I didn't know about this part, y'all. And he got blood everywhere.
She is staying with me. That's her husband.
Okay, so you know them?
Oh, you not gonna arrest him?
You live here?
No.
I understand he old.
The lady that walked down here with me does.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you hear me?
Oh, he gotta go.
Ma'am?
Why do you have blood all over you?
She's agonal breathing.
You know her? I do know her. But she's staying with me. He has his own place. They were going. Who's he? Who's he? The other half. There's the guy in the blue shirt.
What's your name?
James Pate.
Come over here, honey. Are you okay? I think I'm okay.
Is it a gunshot, Tyler? No, it looks like her neck, maybe. What do you got? Maybe neck? Yep, neck.
What happened today?
They can come down the driveway here if they're going to need their equipment. I'm not sure where we're down to carry it.
What do you mean a long-term thing?
We're getting a divorce.
Okay. What's her name?
Cheryl?
Okay. Same last name?
Yes.
Okay.
Was she leaving your house? They were both leaving together. They were leaving your house together? Together. And they got this far, and I don't know what happened. He said, I just couldn't take it anymore.
He said, I couldn't take it anymore. Okay.
She lives with you on Hollybrook?
She was in the process of moving in. I'd
Okay.
been there a while.
Okay.
She was in the hospital. She had a severe wreck.
Okay. So what happened today? Why were you down here?
She's been staying with the lady you talked to here.
And so he calls you. Can I see that phone call?
Don't need to call me. That's my car right there. I'm taking the dog for a walk.
You just happened to come down here.
To come down here, and I'm like, holy crap, what happened?
And when you saw her, was this where she was at?
She was, yes.
She was already on the ground?
Already on the ground. Non-responsive.
She's like, barely.
Put his down like a baseball.
Okay.
I need that shirt off.
Did he have a weapon in his hand?
No, he did not, and I looked in the car.
Okay. I'm going to have you stay out of the car, okay? Yep.
Can I pat you down real quick and make sure you don't have any... Do you have a knife on you still? Don't touch anything. Do you have a knife on you still?
No, I don't.
Okay. Where's the knife at? Just keep your arms up for me, okay?
I'm not
You got blood all over you? I don't want to get it all over me.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I got Todd right here.
Were you driving the car?
Yes.
So you drove down here today?
Yes, I was coming to pick her up.
So how did it escalate to where we are right now?
It's
He said he was fed up. They been married. He 93 years old. What would cause a 93-year-old to get this mad?
always been escalated, it seems like.
Okay, but I mean, what happened here?
Can you just log on the ticket? I don't have my body
She
cam.
started yelling at me and we were arguing. And she tried to scratch me, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I just lost. I cut her throat with a knife.
Okay.
That I had in the car.
Ready? Yep. 1, 2, 3.
So you guys got into an argument as you were leaving, and she tried to scratch you?
Well, yes. She tried to.
Okay.
I held her arms.
Okay. And then you grabbed the knife that was in the car?
I did.
And you cut her throat?
I hit her first. Then I got to the knife.
Can I ask why it escalated so quickly? Like,
It's been going on, ma'am, for longer than I can remember.
okay. So how long have you been going through the divorce process?
We actually are just beginning the divorce process.
I've got to go.
So
Yeah.
she lives here. This is her house. They were just at her house. They were leaving.
Did you know him?
Yeah, I know Jim.
What's his name?
Jim. Jim Pate.
Okay, is he married to her? Let's step
Yes,
over
they're
here.
in the process of a divorce.
Okay.
And
The knife in question, it sounds like we don't know.
He does not have it on him.
Okay.
Having him down, there's nothing on him.
Come here, phone.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Like, wait, hey, y'all, hold on 1 second. So, whenever somebody stabs somebody and just said they cut their throat, you supposed to put them in handcuffs immediately, right? You don't just sit right there and talk to them. Am I tripping? Because he just said he cut her throat, and the police just like, you know what?
Let's walk up to one of these cars up here. We're gonna have to go somewhere and talk, okay? All right.
here, let's step over here for now, okay?
I can take that call with her. 6, are you going to follow the ambulance to the hospital?
Okay. How old are you, James?
94, I'll be 95 now.
Okay. All right. We're gonna walk up here and we're gonna take a little ride, okay?
Jim, are you able to drive him?
Did you need somebody for that?
I'm gonna go out on the street.
Okay.
I can pull up. Here's what I'm gonna do. I trust Officer Nelson, who patted you down before, but this is Detective McKinley. I'm gonna have him just make sure you don't have that knife on you right now, okay?
There's no knife in there, right? That you saw without digging around?
I mean, I didn't snoop, obviously. I didn't really dig around, but I didn't see anything.
Oh, hey, here's some evidence.
What do you got there? Oh, is that the bottle?
There's blood on that.
Okay. So she was... Yeah.
There's a crime scene back there somewhere. I'll walk the path.
Okay, all right, I'll hold here.
If you're okay with it, will you take him, go with him to the PD, and then I was gonna just start on the scene. It might be easier to put your butt down first and then kind of slide in.
Good. Are you calling the ambulance? Yeah, they're going on, yes.
I'm gonna pull this down and buckle it, okay?
I don't know, I'll be around for it.
And you just sit tight. Officer Zimmerman's gonna take you down to the police department and I'll meet you there, okay?
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Alright. Is he in custody?
He's in the car and he's going to the station.
Okay. He needs to be in custody. So I'll give you the quick rundown. I talked to the lady. So suspect is husband, victim is wife. They're going through a divorce. They know these people lives at this house. Victim has been living for a week because of this divorce. Prearranged. Husband suspect was coming this morning to pick up victim, and they're going to the bank to take care of financials pursuant to the divorce. He arrives, he honks, victim comes out, gets in the car, and they don't think anything of it. Like they're going to the bank, taking her dog for a walk, comes down her lane, and finds him coming back covered in blood. Said, I couldn't take it anymore, I cut her throat. At this moment, I think she's still alive, she's not pronounced. I've got a crime scene back here with the car. Don't know where the knife is yet. The knife?
Knife was last in the car. He thought he dropped it in the car.
Okay.
As officers secure the scene, detectives begin the forensics process, searching the wooded driveway for the knife and documenting the area. In order for detectives to maximize chances of a conviction, they must find the weapon used and eliminate any chance of a self-defense claim. As James Pate is taken back to the station, detectives will need to learn more about where he left the weapon.
We'll need to bring you down there. Can you come up?
Don't step out, sir.
Block the entrance.
Take your time.
If you could call somebody at the scene, I've lost one hearing aid.
Okay. You think they're by the vehicle or?
I
Don't know?
idea.
Okay. We're going to go up this way, not too much farther.
Okay.
Our detective's going to be with you in just a moment, okay?
What's up,
And I'll make
Giselle?
that call.
He finna get 10 to life, yeah.
Because we're at the police
Or 5 to
department,
10,
and you're in
the same
custody. I
thing.
have to read you your Miranda warning, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You can decide at any time to not make any statements. This bottom part is just saying that I've read this to you, and I let you know that the room is audio and video recording.
So the only thing, so we don't know who the car it very likely happened in the car. Lots of blood in the car.
And then as she was taken out by medical, there's a lot of blood on the ground that
spilled out. Okay. Cannot see the knife. Do not know where the knife is yet. We're also super close to the pond. Right. So it would be very easy to honk a knife over to these trees.
Hey James, do you know where the knife went?
I think I threw it.
Okay, do you think you threw it in the tree line, or where did you throw it at?
I just remember
Throwing it? Okay. And then did you drink a bottle of water that would have been outside of the car? We don't know if it's just trash or if it was something that you left there.
I had a bottle of water in there.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. The officer that's out there was asking me, because we just want to make sure that we know everything that's out there. We want to make sure we know where it came from, okay? Okay, he said that he threw the knife. He couldn't tell me if he threw it in like the tree line there, but he said he was outside of the car and he remembers throwing the knife away from the car. He doesn't know which way.
Does he remember if he threw it to the pond or in the timber? Because he's right next to the lake here.
Let me ask. I asked if he threw it in the trees, and he said he didn't remember. He just said I just remember throwing the knife, and then that was his bottle of water.
Okay, and what does the knife look like? Do you have a description at all?
Not yet. I just went through Miranda with him, and I was gonna get him photographs and changed and stuff, and then sit down and go through things in more detail. But I can at least get a description of the knife and see if he remembers throwing it in the water.
Okay, very good. All right, so he threw the knife. Couldn't remember. It was towards the lake, it was the timber. He threw the knife from.
If this was me, I would have got body slammed. I would have got hit with a rock bottom. That would have hit every WWE move on me. But this man just cut his wife's throat. I get that he was tired. She probably gonna get half his stuff, but you like 94. Within the next 10 years, come on, it ain't even guaranteed.
In the car. So I would have to.
Well, he 93.
Yes, but if it was a spur of the moment, spontaneous, he did it and then chucked it back, unless it was premeditated and he wanted to get rid of it.
Okay, I'm gonna do all the pictures that I can with you sitting down before I stand you up, okay? Are you still feeling okay, despite everything?
Yeah, I'm not thinking too clearly.
Okay. James, can you tell me what that knife looked like?
I believe it was red.
Red? Was it like a utility knife, like a folding knife? Or was it like a steak knife? Or like a box cutter knife?
No, it was just you had to open
Okay. And when you threw it, because you're kind of right down by that lake. Do you know if you threw it into the lake or if you threw it into the trees? And if you don't know, just let me know. If you don't know, just tell me that.
I threw it not toward the lake.
Okay.
The other way.
Okay. Can you send that to
Relay.
us? Yeah. It's a red hunting knife, and it shouldn't be in the lake. It should just be out by the trees.
I'm gonna guess that he tossed it, this way towards the lake. I just wish if I was looking for a big knife, little knife.
Yeah, Allie's following up.
I mean, there's a pretty good sized hole in her throat.
Red hunting folding knife.
Okay, so it's probably decent
That he
size.
threw it not in the lake, but threw it the other way.
Oh, so over here.
Okay. Now I'm gonna take some pictures of your arms, okay? First, are you able to get your wedding ring to come off? Does it come off? Okay, put that in there.
Yeah, and then I guess at worst we'll use one of the dogs to try to find it. Should be fairly easy for the dog.
With the blood on it?
Yeah.
There's no other really smells out here for him to, so. I wouldn't think he would have been able to throw it super far. Like maybe right straight ahead of you, Fitz. Walk straight ahead behind up to your right. And then straight ahead. I think I see it. Right there, yeah. Like orangish.
Oh, past this bush?
Yeah, right where my light is. Right where the beam of my light is. It's open, it has blood on it, I can see it.
Okay.
So
Good enough.
just straight from the car.
Okay. Alright, very good.
The officer K9.
Yeah. Found it. Yeah. It was off on this side of the woods about, I don't know, 30, 40 feet in. 30 feet in there. It's like a folding knife. I feel like the blade's probably this long. Well, it's just kind of under the leaves, but.
There you go.
I'm like a bloodhound.
We're gonna take your socks off. Sorry, James.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
James, are you doing okay? James?
Say I asked him, he's kind of like falling asleep, but he said he's just not feeling like he's thinking right.
Stayed up. Go into the back door here.
Dang, James. You had your whole life ahead of you.
Pekin, one male, first degree murder. He's cooperative.
While James appeared tired at the station and offered little during his brief time with detectives, investigators continued to prepare for trial, anticipating a self-defense claim. However, before trial, there would be one more surprise. Cheryl Pate would ultimately pass away from her injuries, and James Pate, her longtime husband, was charged with first-degree murder. According to the preliminary autopsy findings, Cheryl Pate suffered multiple stab wounds to her neck, face, and upper body. She also showed signs of defensive wounds on her arms and hands, with her ultimate cause of death being listed as multiple sharp force injuries to the neck. While no official photographs of the knife were released, we have receipts that confirm James purchased a Cat brand folding knife from a local Menards for $15.99 earlier that morning, similar to the one shown here. In the days leading to trial, an ironic twist of fate occurred. The suspect's health rapidly declined. James Pate, now a widow, would end up dying as his heart gave out on October 6th, 2025.
What I tell y'all, he ain't had no plan on staying there. He had no plan on staying there. He had no plan. He let his health decline. You lived to be 93 years old, and a month later, you automatically, come on, man. You knew you stopped taking your medicine. You stopped taking everything you wanted to, and you wanted to go because you already knew. You like, man, I'm not finna live in his life. You already ain't got your wife. You lived a few lifetimes. You lived more than what most people will ever be able to fathom. A lot of people reading this video will never reach his age. That's crazy. That's the crazy part. A lot of y'all won't. Yeah, it's gonna be RIP to both of them. James was, he can file for that divorce. He got fed up. He wasn't playing no more. And that's one thing I be saying. It's men out here, like, it's a lot. Look, cause I be saying this, especially with the older men and the younger females. A lot of these younger females, I'm talking about, I remember being like 21, 22, 23, trying to compete with a fucking 45, 50-year-old man. Y'all don't, these females don't understand. Yeah, he might be that old and he giving you what he give you now, but if you think you finna take all of it from him and shit not finna go left, all right. But this just goes to show that no matter what the age is, shit, people crash out. It don't matter how old you are. It ain't no, you childish. It don't matter how old you are. This man is 93 years old and just crashed out. So what you gonna say about somebody who's 25, 30, 40? He 53 years older than a 40-year-old. I don't even think y'all, do y'all, he is 53 years older than a 40-year-old crashing out. All right, y'all. Hit the like, subscribe button. Yeah, it's RIP to both of them. It's RIP to both of them, but I be trying to get it through people's head. I feel like most divorces and all that should be prenup. You should come in what you left out with. You talking about I can't take it no more. Look, man, I ain't gonna lie. The only thing that make a man crash out that hard, for a fact, she was gonna get some of his stuff. And James don't go for that. James don't play that. I can tell by James by the way he's sitting down. James don't play that. And James went out on his own terms. He knew that he was gonna die. And if he did it this way, that way, he ain't care. He like, man, I'm finna go to jail, not take none of my medicine. I'm not finna be here long. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a short time. You already 94. Hey, not gonna lie to y'all, man. Hit that like and subscribe button. RIP to both of them, man. Just keep y'all head up, especially if you one of them young ladies who be trying to finesse them old men and thinking, all right. Grandpa gonna take you out in the middle of the night when he find out you trying to leave him and take half of every. All right, let me shut up. Let me see before this video become yellow. Nobody can see this live. If y'all ever wonder why my live just stopped getting viewers, that's why. But yeah, James was definitely Italian. Yeah, he most definitely was. He probably in the mafia too. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, I'm finna get up out of here. Hey, that was the only one with James. That's the only one with James. I still got more though.
Left, we're going left.
My bad. I had to go outside. I had to grab something real quick. You know how it be. You chilling, you just trying to chill, then you gotta go outside, grab some unnecessary stuff you ain't know what's coming. But it be like that. But look, I ain't gonna even hold y'all up too long. Because for some reason, the police had found a severed head in a soldier's hideout. Of course it's a soldier. Most likely he has PTSD, but who knows?
These Taos County deputies have been searching for 23-year-old Army veteran Matthew McLaughlin for weeks.
Sheriff's officer, search warrant, open the door!
They finally get a break in the case. Nothing about it raises alarms. They're told that Matthew simply disappeared.
Check everything.
But what investigators are about to uncover tells a far darker story. It was the beginning of one of the most disturbing and unsettling mysteries this small New Mexico town has ever seen.
The head and hands were in a trash bag that were then put inside a Harbor Freight fucking bucket.
Look. I ain't trying to be mean, but how did we know that the severed head was most likely in a New Mexico town? If it ain't New Mexico, then it's Brazil. If it's one of them.
Did take you guys to dismember the body?
He threw away the last piece around last week, which was the torso and a leg bone. But there was no meat on it. It was just nothing but ribs and spine, hips.
What made you make the decision to kill Matthew?
Police received a concerned phone call. According to one of Matthew's co-workers, he hadn't been at work for 5 days. Investigators then learned that he was seen walking along State Highway 64 on July the 25th by a member of the public and hasn't been seen since.
Imagine you over here trying to escape and then your co-worker call in on you.
Police speak to Matthew's two roommates, themselves Army veterans, who claim no knowledge of his whereabouts. Oddly, they hadn't thought of reporting him missing. However, the police, alongside Matthew's mother, Rebecca, began a widespread search for the missing veteran, including an online GoFundMe campaign. But as weeks turned into months, investigators began to fear the worst. In search of the truth, police re-interviewed Matthew's two roommates, 23-year-old Raynor Joyner and 22-year-old David DeGroat. They described Matthew as an untrustworthy drug addict who often brought strangers back to their house. A new theory develops, suggesting Matthew's lifestyle may have played a role in his disappearance. However, the more they talk, the more rehearsed their stories seem. After more than 2 months of multiple interviews and a search for Matthew, investigators start to suspect he didn't just disappear, and the two men he lived with know why. On August the 17th...
Okay, y'all, look, this is one of my last times pausing it for now, but nah, it ain't adding up. 22, 23, y'all are all kids. Y'all brains not developed properly. Y'all in here lying. And it's finna be something crazy found up in here, because y'all in here.
2025, officers came prepared for a potential standoff and expected resistance. Both roommates are military trained, making this a high-stakes situation. Officers have brought in an armored vehicle and have no intention to back down.
Search warrant! Search something! Throw your hands! Open and empty! Got dead space left! It's tight. Dead space right. I'm gonna move left. Myers and Kevin, clear that left. I'll hold right here. On me. Moving. Clear. Secondaries. Check everything. House clear out there. House clear, no? Clear. Clear. Watch your fingers. Just let it down so this doesn't hit us in the face when we go out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, McCaughlin, yeah, he looked like a problem. And if this is y'all crib,
neither of the roommates is at home to shed light on the mystery of Matthew's disappearance.
Man, hell no, that ain't no house. That's a shed. Y'all boys living like y'all straight still in the Middle East, ain't y'all? Like overseas.
And they may have to clear the property. However, it is at this moment that they notice something.
Have them check that utility van. Got a vehicle approaching. You run that plate. Henry William John 7586 out of Texas.
The vehicle that just arrived carried two men, and they're armed. Officers are fully aware that one wrong move could turn this situation into a massacre.
He's got a gun on him. He's got a gun.
Y'all are in the middle of nowhere. Y'all got guns too.
He's got a gun in his waistband.
But against all expectations, both men step out within seconds, hands raised in surrender. The officers have no idea that this is just the beginning of all of the unexpected events that lie in wait. The officers carefully take both men into custody. Upon closer look, they confirm them to be Matthew's roommates, Joyner and David, the very people they had been trying to track down. After the search, officers hope a conversation with the roommates might finally lead to them finding Matthew. But the moment the officers get a hold of the men, they shatter any hope of finding Matthew alive. They tell him he is not only dead, but disposed of. Shortly after, one of them, Joyner, even agrees to guide the officers to Matthew.
You said it's about 7 miles down?
Huh?
Yeah, the first one's like 5 miles.
First mile's like 5 miles? Yeah. How comfortable do you feel, Nah, you know what, you're good, just communicate with me through here.
Okay.
Guide me, I'm gonna sit in the front. Just guide us to where we need to go. Okay? Appreciate you, bro. All I can tell you is, me and my partner are the ones in charge of this. the fact that you're taking us to recover his body, the fact that you came clean and were honest, I'm going to ensure that that's reflected with the district attorney.
It is.
Understood.
The officer will soon realize that the man they are now trying to recover is not in one piece.
I know it's past the majority. I know it's past these houses and shit because, again, I ain't fucking stupid. I know that fucking people might get curious about why there was a random fucking van.
Was off the road.
Yeah.
Did his blood spill in that van at all?
No, I bagged and tagged him tight. Like I said, work van.
This is he young. Like didn't I tell y'all these some young, dumb, slow? I told y'all they young, dumb, under 25, brain undeveloped, military training, haircut, style of choice garbage. Man.
There's fucking shit in there.
So yeah, Matthew was dead.
Was it in a trash bag or what?
Yeah, trash bag.
Oh, he did. Okay.
The head and hands were in a trash bag that were then put inside a Harbor Freight fucking bucket.
And the head and hands are are they with the head or no?
Yes. Yes, all that's together. All the important identifiers are together.
Just hang out, brother. Okay, what color is that bucket?
Red bucket. I can actually see it from here.
Okay.
Down in the drain.
Okay. Close window up a little bit, sir, just so that way just hang out for a second, bro. We'll be right back with you, okay?
Okay.
Along State Highway 64, which Joyner leads them to, officers discover several trash bags. Inside are what remains of Matthew. He had been chopped into multiple pieces and had been dead for days. The horrifying sight forces officers to sit down and finally learn what truly happened between these roommates and the horror Matthew endured while they were still searching for him. Officers sit opposite the man who has already confessed to killing the person they were hoping to find alive just a few hours earlier. And it will not take much time to get Joyner to speak. He spends the next 30 minutes to write out painful details of Matthew's last moments that only he seems to know.
Starting from July 25 at roughly 1800, 7 p.m., I, Joyner Rayner, confronted Matt on the rightmost path leading to the house about 600 meters away. When confronting Matt, I asked him to explain why he was spreading rumors about me and bringing drugs, strangers over to the house. He, Matt in parentheses, said that I didn't come up there often enough, so it was basically his place.
What Raynor describes next, which he describes as being in a dark state of mind, will take this case to a place it can never return from.
I'm telling y'all.
In a dark state of mind.
Last time. All this, look, think about this. All this, everything that happened is going to be a high school argument or a fight between some high schoolers because, my God, they're under 25. They don't even know about the world yet, and they went straight to the military, so you really don't know about the world. As sad as it to say, most people I know who went to the military are somebody, hey, yeah, don't worry about it. Watch how dumb and of reasoning all this is.
I shot him with the Springfield Saint AR rifle I was carrying. After shooting him, I dragged his body to a tree 40 meters away on the left side of the road. July 26/27. I went to work. After work, I went to Harbor Freight and bought buckets. Not having what I felt I needed, I went to Tractor Supply. There I got trash bags and a splitter axe from there.
Minutes after shooting his friend, Raynor went about his day as if nothing had happened. But it wasn't because he didn't care about the consequences. Later, he comes back, but only to take active measures to hide his crime.
I went to the land, going back to the tree to cut off his head and hands. After doing so, I bagged them, then placed them inside one of the buckets. I took that bucket in my work van to a drain ditch 4 to 5 miles up the road, dumping it
Matthew was a country guy who left his family behind to live with roommates that he trusted most. But what happened to him after his death, that is by far the most disturbing part of this case.
The next Wednesday night, I went to cut off the legs and arms. I found that wildlife had gotten him, so I cut off his forearm and legs below the knee, bagged them. Then I was able to rip out his upper leg bone from his hip sockets, bagging them with some of his clothes.
Which word is that?
Oh, I believe you're trying to say finally, but it's spelled fennel. I bagged his torso, throwing it
Oh, you can't spell either, huh? Okay.
all in a drain ditch 7 to 6 miles up. Thank you.
Cops take another pause while Raynor finishes the timeline, focusing on what he did with the body. It's at this moment that Joyner starts laying out the plan aloud, and it's not just the details that catch the officers off guard, but how calmly he talks about it.
The entire situation was massive.
They in the military, of course he said it calmly.
Let's see. So, everything I told you last time we spoke about like him spreading rumors and all that wasn't a lie. That was all factual. Really, the only thing that changed from what I told you last time in confessing was basically just the fact that instead of when I confronted him, I didn't let him walk away. I shot him. So everything was pretty much the same. Like I said, he was spreading rumors, he was bringing drugs, he was bringing strangers, like shit like that. I confronted him. I got fucking, I don't know. I got pissed off and decided, fuck it. You're not gonna give me the chance to fuck up again. And so I shot him.
When Raynor shot Matthew, there was another person present at the crime scene who witnessed the horrific crime and did nothing to stop it.
So when Matthew was over in Colorado dealing with the...
Okay, hold on. He ain't do nothing to stop it. He ain't kill him. And I ain't finna, hey, it's the levels to this. I see you do all this. I ain't finna sit right here. Shit, I'm not calling no police. He crazy. Shit, nah, for real. He could have got away from him and called the police, though.
The VA getting all that stuff done for himself. To go to the grocery store, pick up groceries. He got dropped off at what's it called? He got dropped off at Cassandra and Jason's house. I went to go walk with him as we walked up the road at the cart carrying the groceries of everything. As we got to an intersection, a shot rang out. Matt got shot in his right lung from Joyner's rifle, specifically his AR-15. Matt, not knowing what's happening, he did say, I got shot, and he starts to freak out. Then Joyner comes from around the corner with my Beretta. He sticks it to his face and shoots him in the jaw, which makes his eyes swell up. And he starts to choke at his blood as he hits the floor. And then he hovers over him with an execution shot and gets him right in the temple. He's waiting in the bushes for him.
Matthew didn't know that what felt like a normal grocery run was anything but. One of his brothers was lying in wait while the other was walking him straight into the trap. What Raynor did next, even in his own words, sounds like something out of a horror movie.
Back door. That ain't no horror movie. That's a back door.
I practiced his body to a tree. Next day went to work where everything was normal. After work, I went to Harbor Freight, picked up a bucket, a few buckets. I only used one. And they didn't know what I was looking for. I went to Harbor Freight, ended up deciding to invest Tool we use would be the splitter axe, and also bought some bags, 33-gallon trash bags. From there, we went back up to the land, back up to that spot, cut off his head and hands, bagged him up, put him in the Harbor Freight bucket, drove back down the mountain, about 4 or 5 miles, found a deep drainage ditch, threw the bucket down there.
Whatever they could do, they did. Raynor was quick to walk investigators through his plan for the body. But there is a cold detail missing in the first half of his story. However, David brings it out in his interview.
So, my one question for you.
He was waiting on him in the bushes.
Is I want you to explain to me the plan that you're talking about.
A plan to kill Matt that Joyner made.
Okay.
So his idea was initially he was gonna come up the road that we were gonna have, and he was gonna try to snipe him with his 308 from a distance. And then his plan changed when Matt said he was getting dropped off over by the other road. So then Joyner's idea was he was gonna take my Beretta so he can have a sidearm. And then he grabbed his AR and then waited in the bushes for us to come up, and he told me to stick to one side of the road and to be very loud when I'm near the area. So when he sees Matt come up on the side, despite how dark it is, he doesn't need to worry about who it is. So I would say it was, for what Joyner was thinking, it was pre-plotted beforehand. Because I would tell him about Matt still had a drug habit and he was still talking shit and making rumors. Everything, which kind of pissed off Joyner. So several occasions, kind of told him like, "Hey, no, don't kill him. Just, you know, kick him off the property or something, or like give him a stern talking to again." To the point where eventually came down to the point where he says that he was gonna go with the plan for Matt to get killed.
Raynor had already admitted to leaving out details, and here again he tries to pass it as a momentary loss of temper and that it was not planned. The police are about to press him without revealing what David had already exposed.
What made you make the decision to kill Matthew?
Honestly, it wasn't a hard decision to reach for me. I'd already given him, you know, what I consider plenty of warnings before to deal with it, to, you know, and I take that shit very seriously. You know, it's like, I'll give you a chance, I give you a chance, I give you a chance, I'm not gonna give you another fucking chance.
In this line of questioning, the cops start to realize something. Raynor knows the law, and he knows that claiming a spur-of-the-moment event could mean a lighter sentence. But when the suspect is as forthcoming as Raynor Joyner, it's hard to keep the mask on, and what he says next is likely to hurt Raynor the most.
No, he kept fucking up. He just kept fucking up, and I was just fucking tired of it. I don't fucking put up with that shit. I don't regret what I did, is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I don't fucking regret what I did. That wasn't the same dude I started with, like I said before.
So why don't you regret it?
Honestly, I'm not... Truth be told, I've never been... exactly had a normal sense of... I guess a normal sense of humanity. I don't know how else to put that. I've always kind of been the odd one out when it comes to shit like that. I've always been the first one to just say it's like, you know, well, you can always deal with there's only one way to deal with a problem permanently.
Raynor admits that he doesn't regret what he did, but he still won't admit that he planned it. But David goes into detail about what pushed things over the edge and for how long.
Raynor felt like it was more like getting rid of a rat or throwing out the trash. So, let's dive into the disrespect. What was so disrespectful that Raynor was angry with?
So Matt would constantly be talking a lot of shit of saying like, oh, he doesn't know how it is out here. We've been out here for 4 months. Hasn't been out here in 7 years. He doesn't show up in here anymore. This isn't his fucking house. You don't have to listen to him. And then he would start talking about how, at least to other people, just making shit up of like, oh, he did this, and this in the army, of saying shit like he was hitting women and shit. Just
referring to who?
Joyner. Matthew referring to Joyner. But I at least know he didn't do that, but he kept trying to push an agenda to other people beforehand, which is why he pissed off Joyner.
Describe to me why. Try and explain to me why Joyner is for lack of a better term, feels so territorial over you.
Because he used me as his brother, like I said beforehand, because we both known each other for a long time in the military. We both have that. We used to have the same shitty leadership. Both of our dads died, so we bonded over that. He has no other siblings left. So he claims me as like his younger brother. But he's usually very territorial about the people he knows.
Everything in David's account points to a trap laid by Raynor for the man he saw as the rat of the house. But instead of backing down, Raynor keeps talking almost with pride. And since he won't admit to planning it outright, the cops switch tactics, trying to get him to say it without realizing he's doing it.
Dude, I'll be honest, man, like going through this, when I shared with you, dude, we had PC, or like probable cause, right?
Yeah.
For the search warrant for your place, based on just mass disappearance, the argument that you guys had. But like, I'm not gonna lie to you, we're pretty like impressed. Like, without you telling us, I don't know how long it would have taken us to figure out Matt's death, man. Like, this was well thought out and well organized and planned. I just where did you come up with it? Like, how did you figure out how to do all this?
Like I said, not quite normal in the head. Fucking, like, not even trying to be funny. Fucking, I've always thought of the whole, you know, the old joke about always have a plan to fill everyone in the room. That's who I am. I've always thought about, okay, here's how I would do it, here's what I would do. Fucking, doesn't matter if I like you, as, you know, I haven't thought about it with David. I haven't told him I thought about it with him. Hell, I cried jokes with him one time. Fucking about it. I was like, yeah, the only problem with telling you is all your fucking tears will come looking for me, then it'd just be turning the L up. Fucking, I've always thought about like every way how to deal with situations, how to just that's who I am. That's some of that is immediately was taught to me by my dad.
The detectives compliment Raynor's plan, hoping it will make him own it as one he made. But he catches on to what they're doing. When that doesn't work, officers aim to get more and more direct.
Did you plan to kill Matthew?
No, I actually never planned to kill him. I never planned to actually kill him. In the sense of like, it wasn't premeditated. When I went up there, I was giving him one last chance to fix things. And just, I don't know, the way he acted, the way his tone of voice was, fucking, I just clipped. Just clipped.
Was it being rude or?
Yeah, and like I said,
I've been listening to him BS for the longest, sitting in a corner.
That's like his property, it's like his place. It's like, no, motherfucker, I brought you out the fucking, you know, out the generosity of my fucking heart. I drove out of my way to go to fucking Winchester, Virginia, to come get your ass, bring you all the way down here so you would have a new start.
When Raynor starts using words like premeditated, detectives wonder if the same careful planning he used to dispose of the body also went into figuring out how to get away with his friend's murder with the least possible charges. And that's when things start getting serious for Raynor's one-man show.
So, Brother Mike, this is where we're gonna have some. We're gonna figure something out. I have information that.
Man, look, this is the crazy part. I told y'all it was gonna be a dumb, stupid high school type story, right? So you 22, 23, whatever. You think your friend not finna snitch on you? You think if they 30? Come on, you are grown. You should know that people are going to snitch. I don't know what's wrong. You think your friend didn't tell him exactly what happened? They got him in a room, cracking him like, oh, yeah, look, you can go home in 10 years. You don't got to do life. Okay, all right. Just saying.
You had this situation planned out for weeks, and it's from an extremely reliable source. It describes that you guys were going through stuff for, you and Matt were going through problems for weeks, and that David had even talked you out of murdering him on several different occasions. What's that about?
Like I said, it was never really premeditated. That was more just me running my mouth. I did the same shit in every guy.
So describe to me the running your mouth, because basically with what you just did there, bro, is you acknowledged what I was saying, but you're trying to tell me that it wasn't premeditated. So I understand that to an extent, but you're like, it's like a double negative, right?
Mm-hmm.
So describe to me what you mean by that.
No, I mean, I was known for, you can ask any of my fucking dudes I've served with, I was known for constantly being the guy that's like, that would say, you know, it's like, oh, I should just fucking murder him, I should just fucking kill him, you know? If I was pissed off at someone, like, it was, you know, it was terror.
So those types of conversations, did they happen between you and David about Matthew?
Yes.
Although Raynor claims everybody knows murder comes easy to him when someone is not on his favorites list, Matthew seems unlikely to have been one of them. He never left the house, possibly because he never realized that everyday tensions were turning into conversations behind his back, the kind that become a roommate's worst nightmare. David fed Raynor information about Matthew under the guise of casual gossip, even as he realized Raynor's plans were getting darker and darker by the day. The cops are about to learn exactly what role David played in all of this.
He told me preemptively, he said, you're gonna help me with this. You're gonna help me with this. You're not gonna tell anyone, or I will kill you. Because then I would be knowing too much.
David walked with Matthew fully aware that he was just minutes away from death. He almost makes it seem like he was a friend to a bully, making choices he could walk away from at any time. But his role went far beyond that.
Explain what made you decide to participate in the murder of your friend.
It was out of fear for my own safety, because he also dropped me off at my house for Christmas before, so he knows where my family lives. And I know he would be the type of man to do it as well.
Describe that.
I know he's the kind of man, he's angry enough, he'll just shoot someone just for talking shit. So if I became a loose end somehow and he found out that I was talking about it, I'm pretty sure I would get an end cap in it as well. Have the same fate as Matt.
What makes you so fearful of Joyner?
It's because I know he's capable of doing it. Just because he says it, it also means he can do it. Because he said beforehand that he has killed someone around the property before with his dad.
What role did you play in the body?
He had me just pull the bag open so he could dump all the parts in, so he could make sure my DNA was on it as well.
Okay, so I'm sorry, say that again.
He wanted me to hold the bags so he could dump the body parts in, so he could make sure my DNA was on the bags as well.
And how do you know that?
Because it's what he told me. He said, you're gonna join me, or you're gonna get the same thing as he did. So you're gonna help me with this body if you like it or not.
David's role in Matthew's death was all about fueling and guarding secrets that he shouldn't have. But when he breaks down, it becomes clear that he doesn't fully believe Matthew deserved to die. In Joyner's interview, he keeps highlighting his flawless plan for disposing of Matthew's body. But what David recounts next exposes the emotional and gruesome reality of the event, something no one could ever get used to hearing.
Dismembering Matt before or after I called you guys to ask where he was at?
It was beforehand, before the first initial call for the missing persons report. He already had no head and hands by that point. And then he had me hold the bag open, so Joyner had me hold the bag open to put Matt's head and hands in the bag, and then put the bag in the bucket, and then he said he tossed it on the side of the ditch.
What date did you guys start dismembering that body?
Almost a week after he died was when he started to dismember him, and it's when he smelled bad and started bloating.
How long did it take you guys to dismember the body?
He threw away the last piece around last week, which was the torso and a leg bone. But there was no meat on it, it was just nothing but ribs and spine, hips.
You and Joyner both have warrants out for your arrest for desertion.
The JAG told us that was going to happen.
They're confirmed. You have warrants for desertion.
Shortly after these interviews, Joyner was arrested and charged with first-degree murder, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, aggravated battery, assault with intent to commit a violent felony, conspiracy to commit murder, and tampering with evidence. DeGroat faces charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, and tampering with evidence. Later that day, a crucifix believed to be McLaughlin's was discovered inside a washing machine drum, which authorities believe Joyner and David had used as a fire pit to burn Matthew's belongings. In the military, no man left behind is a sacred oath that Matthew McLaughlin lived by until his retirement. But the men he shared his roof with deserted their uniform. After their return, Matthew was the only one who maintained a stable job. It seems the disturbing secrets in that house weren't just about drugs or strangers. They were about the resentment of two men watching him succeed and deciding to end it for good. In New Mexico, the premeditated nature of his crimes carries a mandatory life sentence, ensuring that Joyner and David face at least 30 years behind bars before they are even considered for parole. We would...
I ain't letting that go. Because you want to know why? I knew it from the beginning. It's some high school BS. Your friend out getting a job and you still want to lay up and be on the block chilling. When I first seen that house, it looked like a trap house. Of course he wanted to do better. You can do nothing but better. Y'all, did you have beds? Did y'all have walls? Did you have a living room? What was that? Was the bathroom stable? Could you take a stable shower? Was the electricity stable? What was stable in here? We gonna put what was stable in that apartment on the list and what wasn't. Then that's how we gonna just go from there. Cause that apartment looking nasty. I don't think y'all understand. They was in a swamp. They was in straight crib. They was straight in straight crib. Like, man, you better stop playing with me. I know what straight house would look like. It looked like this. Look at this. And don't say the police messed it up. It was already messed up. Look at this. Boy, what is this the back door? With the fly strip on the wall, not even multiple fly strips on both sides. So you know it's flies all in there. Hold on. Keep it going.
Clear.
A board on the wall right here. What is this?
Watch your fingers. Just let it down so it doesn't hit us in the face when we go out.
Like what is the board? Cause you got a window that's open that needs to be fixed, so it's a board right there. Okay.
Officers find neither of the roommates is at home to shed light on the mystery of Matthew's disappearance.
Like, just look at the crib, man. Like, the house is so filthy, and of course they gonna hate on him. Why would you stop being around people beneath you? Everybody be thinking they so even and so. I'm not better than nobody. Yes, you are. What? I'm better than any pedophile on this planet, including the ones that run the schools. How you going, man? You better stop playing. Like, look at this. Welcome to my living room. Hold on. This the living room, right? You can at least have a table, some chairs in that motherfucker. Something. Some chairs. A chair. Like, come on, man. You better stop playing with me. Y'all wonder why I be saying what I'm saying. Stop hanging around dirty people. Stop hanging around dirty people. These niggas' rooms are separated by curtains. Niggas ain't even have real rooms. I'm finna bring this girl over here. So this my curtain. That's bro curtain. Like, nah, come on. Stop playing. This, I'm not finna play with y'all. Yeah, these boys' rooms are separated by curtains. I ain't even peeped that. Straight shower curtains. Shower curtains separated their room. And you hit that like and subscribe button. I'm finna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all.